Ladies and gentlemen, kindly pay attention to the following announcements. Kindly switch off your mobile phones and maintain silence. Any sort of cheering, throwing of utriyas in the air, and flash photography is strictly prohibited throughout the convocation ceremony. I request you kindly maintain decorum throughout. The academic procession will enter the hall shortly. I request everyone to stand up and remain standing till the members occupy their seats. As a mark of respect on the passing of Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the Government of India decided there will be one day mourning today. Hence, I request everyone to stand up and observe 2 minutes of silence. I welcome you all to the third convocation of IIT Dharwad. I request the Institute music team to sing Vande Mataram and everyone to remain standing for the same.
वन्दे मातरम्
वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
Everyone may kindly be seated. I request the respected chairperson of our Institute's Board of Governors to declare the convocation open.
Good morning, everybody. I declare the third convocation of IIT Dharwad open.
I request our respected director to kindly share his report on our institute.
ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಜಿ, Honorable Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, and Member of Parliament from Dharwad. Respected Dr. Radhakrishnan ji, former Chairman, Indian Space Research Organization. Shri Vinayak Chatterjee, Chairman, Board of Governors, IIT Dharwad. Members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, graduating students, their proud parents and well-wishers, distinguished invitees, faculty members, staff, students, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the third convocation, first in-person convocation of IIT Dharwad. First of all, I would like to start by congratulating our students who are receiving their degrees today. the growth of an institute heavily relies on the contributions of the students, staff, and faculty. Also, the growth can be noticed through the gradual improvements in several aspects. Today, I will try to share some such aspects so that you are able to proudly carry the satisfaction of being part of IIT Dharwad. Michael Faraday was giving a demonstration of his invention, electric motor, sometime around 1821. And he was apparently asked, what good is it? His new invention, electric motor. So somebody asked him, what good is it? It is said that he replied, what good is a newborn baby? Perhaps implying that the immense potential of a newborn will be fully evident in the years to come. IIT Dharwad, a newborn in 2016, started its exciting journey with the support of Government of India, Government of Karnataka, the district administration, and our mentor institute, IIT Bombay, among others. We are grateful to all of them for their kind and appropriate support. 6 years down the line, we are having over 600 students, all of them on campus, and bracing ourselves to have nearly 1,000 students when the admissions are completed by the end of this year for 2022 batch. We have students from more than 20 states. About 25% of them are girls. We started our journey with only 3 BTech programs. Last year, we added BTech in engineering physics. This year, we have launched BTech in chemical and biochemical engineering, civil and infrastructure engineering, mathematics and computing. We are also launching the new BSMS program in interdisciplinary sciences. We have launched 3 new MTech programs, 1 regular MTech in mechanical engineering and 2 executive MTech programs in data science and artificial intelligence and electric vehicle technology. In total, we are now having 8 undergraduate, 6 masters, and 9 PhD programs. The first phase of construction in our permanent campus is nearing completion, and we are all eagerly looking forward to beginning the gradual process of transition to the new campus and its inauguration. So what good we are can clearly be seen from the point of view of growth. We have made some significant achievements as well. We have already felicitated our first PhD graduate and the first 2 batches of BTech graduates in the joint first and second online convocation held in 2021. This year, we are going to award the degree to our second PhD graduate, who has already started his postdoctoral position in USA as we speak. We will also be awarding degrees to our first batch of Master of Science by Research graduates along with BTech graduates. On the academic front, we have evolved an extremely flexible and forward-looking interdisciplinary curriculum in tune with the National Education Policy, NEP 2020. A few departments coming together to jointly offer an academic program has become the mantra of IIT Dharwad. All electives in the institute are open to all the students of the institute, irrespective of their background, branch, and so on. We have placed significant emphasis on the holistic development of the student, with courses on Introduction to Fine Arts, Design Thinking and Creativity, and so on. Apart from gaining academic knowledge, our students have done well in co-curricular and extracurricular activities as well. They have organized several cultural and sports events, such as Pikmeke Anubhav 4, Parsec 2.0, our annual Tech Fest, International Yoga Day, and so on. And they even managed to find, despite all the challenging times we are going through, sponsorships for these events, showcasing their brilliant organizational skills. Recently, I am happy to note, IIT Dharwad contingent secured 3 gold medals, 1 bronze medal, and group championship trophy in the Inter-IIT Yoga Meet held for the first time at IIT Bhilai. Coming to placements, as we are talking about graduation, the placement rate has significantly improved for BTech programs and stands at a healthy 90% of those who are eligible. With a median salary more than 14 lakhs, which is perhaps the best placement statistics among all the third generation IITs which started along with us. Just to give a flavor, the companies include Texas Instruments, IBM, TCS, L&T, Infosys, CRED, and many other highly reputed companies. Some of the students have chosen to pursue higher education in reputed institutions in India and abroad. The institutes include IITs, IIMs, Stanford University, Johns Hopkins University, Georgia Tech, Columbia University, and so on. Coming to the MS graduates, MS by research, the placement in jobs or higher studies is nearly 100%. So these can be considered as an early indication of our institute moving in the right direction. Another aspect we can be proud of is the way we handled the COVID-19 pandemic situation without any major mishaps. It is remarkable that even though all of our first 3 graduating batches programs were COVID-19 affected, they completed their academics on time. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our faculty members, staff, and students for putting in the necessary hard work for managing this. In addition to managing the pandemic situation inside the campus, we have contributed in helping out hospitals such as KIMS Hubli by fabricating and supplying face masks, intubation boxes, PPE kits, and so on. In addition to that, we have contributed in developing a digital interface design for automating the COVID-19 vaccination queue process for KIMS Hubli, which was an initiative sponsored by McAfee. In fact, some students present here have also worked as volunteers in these projects. Like our student strength, academic programs, and departments, our faculty strength has also increased. And at present, we have about 60 regular faculty members, 7 visiting faculty members, and 4 professors of practice. They have done their PhDs and postdocs from various reputed institutes in India and abroad, like the IITs, IISc, Carnegie Mellon University, Purdue, MIT, Stanford, and so on. Many of them have joined us after gaining valuable industrial experience with companies such as Qualcomm, Samsung, Bosch, Mahindra, and so on. On the research front of the faculty members and research scholars, more than 300 papers are published in reputed national and international journals and conferences with IIT Dharwad's affiliation, out of which more than 150 have been published since 2021. We have also begun the process of filing our first set of patents. 3 patents have been filed with IIT Dharwad's affiliation. Our faculty members have secured about 70 sponsored research projects, accounting for about 25 crores, out of which more than 10 crore worth of projects are since 2021. Equally gratifying is to note that our faculty members have executed 15 industrial consultancy projects, serving the industry in and around us to the tune of about 165 lakhs. The Institute has signed MOUs with international academic institutions such as the Consortium of Finnish Universities, Finland, Department of Electrical Engineering, National Cheng Kung University, Taiwan, and so on. Companies like ITI Limited, Antariksh Corporation, BEL. We have also inked MOUs with the SDM University, Dharwad, Karnataka Institute of Medical Sciences, Hubli, Honeywell Hometown Solutions, India Foundation, Deshpande Startups, Selco Foundation, and many others. We have been constantly working on establishing a wide network for collaborative, impactful, and entrepreneurial research. I am happy to announce that we have established the Global Center of Excellence in Affordable and Clean Energy, thanks to a multi-crore CSR contribution from Honeywell Hometown Solutions India Foundation. This COE is in partnership with Selco Foundation, Bangalore, and was inaugurated by Professor Vijay Raghavan, former Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. This Center of Excellence is an example of our 360-degree approach to research and development, keeping in mind the pastures quadrant. We have also established a space data science lab recently from the CSR contribution of Antariksh Corporation, which was inaugurated by Sri Somnath Ji, Chairman, ISRO. We have inaugurated the sophisticated central instrumentation facility, housing a variety of highly sophisticated and sensitive instruments for material characterization. Moreover, we have set up a high-performance computing facility, our first supercomputer. All these facilities, being unique facilities in this entire region, we have kept these facilities open to other researchers from this whole region as a part of our academic social responsibility. Today, we are indeed privileged to have Sri Prahlad Joshi Ji, Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, and Dr. Radhakrishnan Ji, former Chairman ISRO, in our midst, to address and bless our graduating students and award them with medals and prizes. Dr. Radhakrishnan Ji is a well-known space scientist, able administrator, and a visionary. Apart from being probably one of the early exponents of both academic, scientific contributions and performing arts, he is a well-known dancer and an vocalist. Shri Prahlad Joshi Ji is well known to all of us. It is largely due to the untiring efforts of Shri Prahlad Joshi Ji and other leaders that IIT Dharwad became a reality. They have always been a source of support and encouragement. Thank you, Shri Prahlad Joshi Ji and Dr. Radhakrishnan. In today's convocation, a total of 120 BTech degrees, 5 Master of Science by Research degrees, and 1 PhD degree will be awarded. For the convocation attire, we have gone ethnic wear consisting of kurta, paisama, waistcoat, and uttariya. The waistcoat and uttariya are in fact specially made for us by the Dharwad Taluk Garag Kshetriya Seva Sangha, which, as you may know, has been championing the cause of Khadi and has the unique distinction of being an authorized manufacturer and supplier of Indian national flag. I take this opportunity now to extend my hearty congratulations to all those graduating today and their proud parents. I convey my special appreciation for those winning the medals and prizes. My greetings are also to those few students who may have faltered along the way, but recouped to complete their requirements and are graduating today. Dear students who are graduating today, please remember that you are forever an IIT Dharwadian from now on. You will always be welcome here. In fact, we look forward to collaborating with you, be it on a research project, be it on some industry academia collaboration, or as some alumni association activities, or whatever comes on the way. We will always eagerly be waiting to learn how the knowledge gained during your stay here at IIT Dharwad has helped you in your life. The importance and significance of knowledge reminds me of the following shloka. Na chora haryam, न च राजहार्यम, न भ्रातृभाज्यम, न च भारकारी, व्यये कृते वर्धते एव नित्यम, विद्याधनम सर्वधन प्रधानम. Our ancient wisdom says that the wealth of knowledge is indeed the supreme among all forms of wealth, as it cannot be stolen by a thief, it cannot be snatched by a king, not divisible among the brothers like any other property, nor it has any weight to become a burden. And if shared with others, it only increases. Therefore, whatever knowledge you have gained during your stay here, dear students, try to understand it deeply and practically apply it for the good of the society and our country. All the staff and faculty of IIT Dharwad join me now in wishing all the graduating students the very best for the exciting journey ahead. As your status changes today from student to alumni, we look forward to your active role in building the brand IIT Dharwad. I am confident that all of you are going to do extremely well, and wherever you go and whatever you do, you will continue making us proud. All the very best for your future. Jai Hind. I am honored now to give you a brief profile of Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines. Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines and Government of India, and a Lok Sabha member of Parliament from Karnataka, is a reputed politician and an able administrator, known for his dedication towards social, regional and national issues. A high-performing union minister in the cabinet who is shouldering the responsibilities of 3 portfolios: coal, mines and parliamentary affairs. Shri Joshi ji is a household name in Karnataka and is an immensely popular leader in Dharwad constituency, from where he has been elected as a Lok Sabha member of parliament with a thumping majority for 4 consecutive terms now. Sheer commitment and extensive work at the grassroots level endeared him to the masses and led to him earning the name tag Man of the Masses. Moved by the dedication and concern for his constituency, state of Karnataka and the country, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, allocated important portfolios on his able shoulders. As a Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, he has played a key role in the passing of crucial bills such as the abrogation of Article 370 and Citizenship Amendment Bill in the Parliament, among many other progressive bills of national importance. A statesman par excellence, Sri Joshi ji is also working diligently to instill a sense of pride in our constitutional values and raising awareness among the masses. After taking over as the Minister of Coal and Mines in 2019, under the leadership of Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Shri Joshi ji has spearheaded a series of path-breaking initiatives and policy interventions, which has led to unlocking the true potential of the coal and mining sector to build a self-reliant India. Shri Joshi ji has been contributing immensely towards strengthening the public sector undertakings under his portfolio, including Coal India and its subsidiaries, NALCO, MECL, NLC, and HCL. Besides, he heads several parliamentary committees that makes critical decisions having impact on the growth and development of the nation. In the 14th Lok Sabha, he was nominated to serve on the standing committees on Chemicals and Fertilizers, Transport and Culture, Consultative Committee on the Finance. Whereas in the 15th Lok Sabha, he is a member of the Standing Committee on Railways, nominated to be the member of Estimates Committee, member of the Consultative Committee on Urban Development. Shri Prahlad Joshi ji was a member of the Delegation on Empowerment of Women to the UNO, as a part of which he addressed the General Assembly. he was lauded for his views. He is also elected as a member of the Tobacco Board and is contributing immensely to the same. Shri Joshi ji believes a self-reliant Atmanirbhar Bharat can propel and fast-track India's rise to the League of Superpowers. It is this belief of Shri Joshi ji that has been the driving force behind some of the major policy reforms under the Ministry of Coal and Mines, including landmark interventions like the introduction of commercial coal mining, amendment of the MMDR Act to ensure allocation of mineral resources through auction and competitive bidding, ensuring transparency and better governance, putting in place a single window clearance system to ensure ease of doing business, auctioning abandoned mines on revenue sharing basis, and providing a one-time window to PSUs for surrendering non-operational coal mines. All the steps which will go a long way in strengthening the ecosystem in coal and mines sector and helping fulfill the energy demands of the aspirational country. His progressive policies have also helped state governments fetch higher share of royalty and revenue, while also efficiently managing the allocation for welfare and development of the mining affected areas and people under the District Mineral Foundation funded Pradhan Mantri Khanij Kshetra Kalyan Yojana. Shri Joshi ji has always fought for the causes of his constituency, the state, and the country. He has always displayed compassion for the poor and downtrodden. There are several developmental works undertaken by him, and it will be impossible for me to list all of them. To just name a few, the national highways of Hubli-Hospet, Hubli-Haveri, Hubli-Bangalore, Hubli-Dharwad 6-laner bypass, and so on. Landmark project is the construction of flyover on the Rani Chennamma Circle. Hubli-Dharwad Smart City development work. Development projects under the Amrut scheme. Hubli Airport is raised to international standards while providing air connectivity to different parts of India. Under the PM Swastha Suraksha Yojana, well-equipped 200-bed super specialty hospital has been already dedicated to the public and is now fully functional. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission, a comprehensive drinking water project of Malaprabha River is in progress. Hubli railway station is raised to international standard, while Dharwad station is also making good progress. A comprehensive sports complex is being built in Hubli under the Khelo India and Smart City project. An international standard sports complex and swimming pool at Dharwad are under progress under CSR activities involving ONGC, NMDC, and GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. Establishing Lalit Kala Academy regional office, and so on. His untiring effects on the ground make Sri Prahlad Joshi ji an endearing personality and a social worker. He is also contributing liberally and is engaged in providing free midday meal scheme project in the state of Karnataka that feeds nearly 1 lakh school children every day. Shri Joshi ji is a self-made man. He did not aspire for a government or company job. On the other hand, he, together with a few of his like-minded friends, has established a small-scale industry named Vibhava Chemicals. Because of the quality of himself and those of his partners, such as honesty, integrity, and so on, this industry has grown to a reasonable size. He also takes interest in espousing the cause of business fraternity and has been serving as a member Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Hubli. Born on the 27th November 1962 in Bijapura, Karnataka, Shri Joshi ji comes from a humble and respected family. Besides his social and political interests, he is a voracious reader and has extensive interest in Indian classical music and cricket. It is now my pleasure to request Shri Prahlad Joshi ji to address the gathering and bless the graduating students.
Chief guest of today's convocation, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji. In fact, one of the reasons I have come over here to listen to you, because हम तो भाषण देते ही रहते हैं, तो कभी-कभी हम चाहते भी नहीं थे, we will not wish to talk and sometimes we will force to talk. Today also it was the same. And Vinayak Chatterjee, Chairman Board of Governors, from the beginning, the person who has taken a lot of pain and interest in developing this institute, and a good academician, Professor Sheshuji, all other faculty members, members of Board of Governors, students, and the parents and other invitees. On this auspicious occasion, with a great pleasure, I wish to congratulate all the graduating students of IIT Dharwad who now have to take the different responsibilities in their profession. My special warm greetings to those who are recipient of awards and the medals. I would also like to extend congratulations to the proud parents. इनके कारण ही आपको सब कुछ जो कुछ भी अभी 14 लाख, 15 लाख, 14 लाख, 15 लाख ये सब आप लोगों को शेषु जी कह रहे थे। इनका त्याग और बलिदान उसमें बहुत है, एक कभी भी भूलना नहीं। You should never forget that because of their effort, because of their interest, because of their sacrifice, today you are graduated and see देखो जब मैं बिजनेस शुरू किया था तब मैं मंथली एक्सपेंडिचर के लिए 500 रुपए ड्रॉ करता था. I was drawing 500 rupees. And then after 6 months, we decided to draw 3,000 rupees. And today, Sheshiji was telling that as soon as you got the graduation certificate, you are getting 14 lakhs. So it is because of them. So you should never forget that. So I congratulate you also who are sitting here, parents. I am very happy that first time this convocation is being held personally or physically, whatsoever you can call it. And my congratulations to the parents, students, and the successful awardees, means people who have got awards. I understand that total 125 students, 120 BTech students, 4 MS and 1 PhD who have completed this graduation requirements are being awarded to the respective degrees in today's convocation. I am extremely happy that IIT Dharwad to be the guest of honor, because from the day it was decided that there will be an IIT for Karnataka, naturally being from the Dharwad, I was trying to see that it is located in Dharwad. कर्नाटक में एक आईआईटी रहना चाहिए, ये तो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने घोषणा कर दिया था. She had announced that there will be IIT for in Karnataka. Then question of location came, and there was a lot of hesitation in the other parts, and I am not criticizing them. They were also interested naturally. But as a member of parliament from this area, and I was state president of the party then, so somehow with the blessings of Honorable Prime Minister, we could get it here. And all over from the country, more than 20 states, you are here. I am very happy to see you here. I am glad to know the achievements and the recognition institution in such a short time. It gives me immense pleasure to note that all-round growth and achievements the students have made in addition to the contributing to the various fronts, be it academics, research, sports, including yoga, fine arts, humanities, cultural activities and so on. कभी भी सिर्फ जहाँ तक मैं ही जानता हूँ इतना सिस्टमेटिक, इतना डिसिप्लिन्ड कॉन्वोकेशन हो या गैदरिंग हो मैं देखा ही नहीं, शायद श्याम सुंदर जी भी नहीं देखे होंगे। तो अरे हम तो जब कॉलेज में बैठते थे तो एकदम इसका माहौल ही अलग रहता था। तो आपने बहुत डिसिप्लिन में बैठे ये भी देख के मुझे बहुत खुश हुआ है। तो हमारा कॉन्वोकेशन हमारा ऐसा नहीं चलता था। तो हमारा जेवड़ी साहब भी बैठे हुए, वो भी मेरा सीनियर था। तो कॉलेज में ऐसे नहीं चलता था। तो some people also say because you are like that you have become leader, वो भी कुछ बोलने वाले लोग हैं, लेकिन ये नहीं मानता हूँ, आप जैसे रहना चाहिए। And that's why, because the India needs today the people like you, students like you, who can do the research and provide good solution to the industry and to the society also. We are 130 crore people, the world's largest democracy. तो 6 IIT 6 IIT से काम नहीं चलता था, इसलिए वाजपेयी जी के काल में हमने कुछ ऐड किया। अभी मोदी जी के काल में we added the almost 8 IITs. 8 IITs we have added. It is not that I don't want to put forth our government's achievement here, but the approach of the government today is that we should give opportunity to more people because we are big in number and हमारे पास कैपेसिटी है। ये नहीं है कि हमारे पास सामर्थ्य नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है जी। आवर IQ इज वन ऑफ द एक्सलेंट। हमारा स्टूडेंट जो कुछ भी आज कर रहे हैं दुनिया में, तो इफ यू गो टू द US, recently I had been to Australia. Prime Minister told before president election, I was also given the responsibility of the handling the president election. To say, some portion of that was given to me. I was handling that. One day Prime Minister directed me to go to immediately Australia, because new government means the new party had come to the power there. Then I went there. 3 crore. Total population is 3 crore. And geographically more than double India almost. So if you just think, but still their economy, their approach was little different. But in spite of that, having all these constraints, one thing I would like to tell you, when we all together as a team India, we decide, we are able to perform. That has been proven in recent days and recent years. You should be proud of our country and yourself rather. हम लोग मिलके क्या-क्या नहीं किया है. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I think when I was traveling, I was reading an article. The people who ruled for 200 years, भारत को जिन्होंने 200 साल तक हमारे ऊपर राज्य किया, we have surpassed the England and we are the 5th largest economy. जब मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया गया था, people asked me, how is COVID? I said, comparatively, we are okay. People are quite normal. People have even stopped wearing the mask also. Now also you can see that. How come it can happen? हमारे पास अभी भी restriction चल रहा है. Last month I had been there. अभी भी restriction चल रहा है. People said, still lot to do. आपके इसमें कैसे हो गया? I told we have almost administered more than 200 crores of vaccination. 200 crores. They were not able to imagine. Whenever we go to the outside country, they call us excellency and we call them excellency. Who is excellency? I don't know really. but they call us excellency, we also call them excellency. Excellency, how is it? 200 crores means, is it 2 billion? He asked. Yes, 2 billion. Do you have any doubt? I said, no, I don't have any doubt. But how can it possible? I said, today India has decided that we should defeat COVID and we should become the post-COVID. We should become in world order number 1. India has decided. That's why today we are like this. भारत ने डिसाइड किया, हम 5th इकोनॉमी बन गया. भारत ने डिसाइड किया कितना हमारे इंडिपेंडेंस, व्हेन वी गॉट इंडिपेंडेंस इन 1947, प्रधानमंत्री जी भी ये कह रहे थे हम लोगों को, जब इंडिपेंडेंस हमको मिला था 1947 में, इतना झंडा फहराया नहीं था. बट फर्स्ट टाइम इट हैपेंड इन इंडिया. फर्स्ट टाइम वी बिकेम 5th, एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई एम कमिटिंग यू rather, in coming 5-6 years, India will be either 2nd or 3rd largest economy in the world, and we will surpass many other our neighboring countries. ये सब इसीलिए हो रहा है कि भारत के युवा जो है और भारत के लोग जो है, हम सब मिलके as a team India we are working. So to encourage that, our government today, under the leadership of dynamic Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we are trying to bring in more such institutes. 2 colleges every day we are setting up because we need higher education, and we also brought in new education policy. I do not want to go into that details because I have been told that 10 to 15 minutes I will not cross that limit. 2 colleges set up every day. Number of colleges in 2014 were 36,000. Today it is almost 43,000 college. And IITs, it was 16 including Vajpayee of around 5 to 6. Today we are 23. IIM, it was 13. Now it is 20. And Triple IT, it was 9, today it is 25. Number of medical college, it was just 387. Requirement of the doctor is so huge. But हमारे नीति ये था कि हम ज़्यादा कॉलेज परमिशन नहीं देते थे, और परमिशन देने के लिए बहुत करप्शन सब कुछ चलता था. आज ऑनलाइन परमिशन देने का इंतज़ाम हमने किया है मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में, एंड टुडे 596 कॉलेज, एंड वी हैव डिसाइडेड देयर विल बी मेडिकल कॉलेज इन ऑलमोस्ट out of 3 districts, every 3 districts in the country there will be a medical college. Because the world wants. Why I am telling this? There is a big opportunity before us. हमारे सामने अपॉर्चुनिटी अभी बहुत है भारत के सामने, बिकॉज कल्चरली हम लोग जो है संस्कारित लोग हैं. We have some values in our life, ethics in our life, and you should also continue that wherever you may go. The Indian values and ethics, Indian system, Indian specially family system, family values, never forget them. India is today because of this. The India is being valued today because of this. So, हम medical college, engineering college, technocrats, scientists, the world also needs. Not only that, world needs good teachers. World needs good nurses. Nursing बहुत problem. World needs good doctors. Yoga teachers demand is too huge now. People want yoga teachers now. दुनिया भारत को ए ऊपर बहुत विश्वास कर रहे हैं. People are trusting India, and when our reliability has gone high, we should update ourselves. That's why we have increased all these institutions. मैं इसीलिए आपको कहना चाहता हूं, I would like to tell you, मैं ज़्यादा आप मेडल वगैरह लेने वाले हैं इसलिए आप मुझे गाली देते हैं, डांटते हैं, बाद में मेरे सामने तो नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि डायरेक्टर साहब आगे बैठते, आप कुछ नहीं करते, डिसिप्लिनली बैठते रहते हैं. मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलना चाहता हूं, लेकिन मैं और एक चीज़ आपको बोलना चाहता हूं. एक ही चीज़ शेषु साहब कह रहे थे. I have got lot of regards for him. He is a very good academician. I have heard about him. I have met him many a times, and he has got lot of concern. हमको 14 लाख मिला, 15 लाख मिला, ये ठीक है. I am happy about that. I congratulate you. बट 15 लाख मैं कुछ लोगों को दूंगा, ये निर्णय आप कर दो. यू डिसाइड दैट आई विल पे सम पीपल, एम्प्लॉय देम, डोंट जस्ट जी जॉब सीकर. देखो हम तो सिंपल ग्रेजुएट है जी, सेकंड क्लास ग्रेजुएट, वो भी बीए में. हम अगर 700-800 लोगों को अगर नौकरी देते हैं तो आप तो इतना इंटेलिजेंट है. आईआईटी में हम तो इमेजिन भी नहीं करते थे, आईआईटी में हम जाएंगे ये तो इमेजिन भी हम नहीं कर सकते थे, क्योंकि एक तो गरीबी था घर में, दूसरी बात उतना हम इंटेलिजेंट नहीं थे. आप लोगों को इतना बड़ा मौका है, तो थिंक ऑफ जो कुछ भी अभी दुनिया में बड़े बड़े हुए यही भारत में, मे इट बी धीरूभाई अंबानी, क्या था एक स्मॉल टाइम शॉपकीपर, नारायण मूर्ति, अरे करसन भाई पटेल, कुछ कारपोरेशन में एक क्लर्क था, तो घर में ज्यादा लोग थे, फैमिली में इनके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट्स बहुत ज्यादा लोग थे, तो इसीलिए सोचा साइड में कुछ बिजनेस करूं करके निरमा का शुरू कर दिया. अभी वॉशिंग पाउडर निरमा. So if you decide, a youth is he, Vivekananda says, Swami Vivekananda, youth is he who decides and does it. He is youth. मुझे 60 years हो गया, मैं बुढ़ा हो गया, नहीं नहीं, who has state of mind to decide and execute it, he is youth. तो इसलिए आपके सामने बहुत बड़ा मौका है जी. मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं, दुनिया में हमको बहुत डिमांड है. आप शुरुआत में अगर नौकरी करते हैं तो बाद में ये सोचो मैं कम से कम 100 लोगों का, क्योंकि हमारा स्टार्टअप के लिए कितना अभी हमको मोटिवेशन मिल रहा है, हमको सपोर्ट मिल रहा है सरकार से, भारत सरकार से. कितना था हमारा स्टार्टअप्स? आवर स्टार्टअप वाज अराउंड in 16-17 it was 733 when we just took over. In 14 mid and 15-16 it was 733. Today in single year of 21-22 there are 14,000 startups. Total 69,000 startups are there in India. Out of that 100 unicorns are there. I think you know, I need not explain about the unicorn. तो यही लोग हैं जी, कई बाहर से लेके आके हमको उनको नहीं किया, यही लोग हैं. आप जो बैठे हैं इसमें भी एक धीरूभाई अंबानी, एक जेआरडी टाटा, एक करसन भाई पटेल, एक नारायण मूर्ति, एक सुधा मूर्ति पैदा हो सकते हैं. बी कॉन्फिडेंट. मैं इतना ही आपको कहना चाहता हूं, आप जब इधर से बाहर जाएंगे पूरा विश्वास के साथ चलो. कुछ नौकरी करके सभी लोग करते हैं जी. मुझे तो मेरे घर में बोलते थे, क्योंकि मेरे घर में बहुत सामान्य परिवार से आता है. मुझे 1 रुपए का पोस्टल ऑर्डर था, शेषु जी आप जानते होंगे, नौकरी के अर्जी डालने के लिए 1 रुपए का पोस्टल ऑर्डर. आई थिंक यू ऑल्सो नो श्याम सुंदर जी. तो 1 रुपए मेरे घर में देते थे. मैं वो 1 रुपए इधर उधर 3-4 दिन में चाय वगैरह पी के खाली करता था. कभी भी मैंने अप्लाई नहीं किया. एक दिन मुझे मेरा पिताजी आए, बुला के पूछा आप करने वाले क्या? मैं तो नौकरी करने वाला नहीं हूं, आप जो करना है करो, मैं तो करता हूं. मेरे लाइफ आई विल ओनली assuring you, I am not doing any immoral things in the life, but I will do my own business and I will come up in the life. This was the commitment I had given to my father. तो आप सोचो, you are a researcher, आपको इतना ज्ञान मिला है, आपके पास अभी आज के दिन में आपने जो ज्ञान आपने पाया है, इसमें 1% भी हमारे पास नहीं है. हम आप लोगों से ही, अभी हमने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने डीबीटी किया, ये डीबीटी वगैरह जो किया है, आपसे ही पूछ के किया, आपने टेक्नोक्रेट जो प्रधानमंत्री जी को आइडिया देता है वही हम इंप्लीमेंट किया है। व्हाट इज द इंपैक्ट ऑफ दैट? पहले भी होता था डीबीटी, हम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज किया, आधार स्वैपेज किया, जनधन अकाउंट किया, डायरेक्टली बैंक अकाउंट में डालना शुरू कर दिया। 2,50,000 crore was the savings, and this solution was given to Honorable Prime Minister and to our government by people like you. But he is having only open mind to receive such ideas. The things got changed. So मैं आपसे निवेदन करने आया हूं, आप जॉब सीकर से बदले आप जॉब प्रोवाइडर बन जाओ। इतना ही कहते हुए I am once again, I congratulate you all and I thank Sri Sheshuji and Vinayak Chatterjee for having invited me, especially Professor Sheshu called me many times because in these days my traveling has become too much. I was in Delhi, I came to Hubli because one of our minister in Karnataka cabinet got expired. Then I came to Belgaum to Hyderabad to Delhi. Again, I am here today and tomorrow I am in Delhi. So I was thinking not to come, but because of the शेषू जी का प्रेशर के कारण मैं आया हूं, लेकिन आपको देख के मुझे बहुत खुश है। आई एम वेरी वेरी हैप्पी। जब आप कोई मेल या कुछ मैसेज से जब आप शेषू जी को बोलते हैं कि मैं कुछ दिन नौकरी किया, बाद में मैंने अपने ओन स्टार्टअप किया और मैं इतने लोगों को मैं नौकरी दिया, जब आप शेषू जी को भेजते, शेषू जी जब मुझे भेजते हैं, मैं वो प्रधानमंत्री जी को भेजता हूं, एंड ऑन दैट डे आई विल बी मोर हैप्पी। टुडे आई एम ओनली हैप्पी। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट।
The award of medals and prizes will now commence. President of India Gold Medal. The prestigious award is given to the most outstanding of all the students who completed the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Technology. The President of India Gold Medal for the batch 2018 to 2022 goes to Ms. Gauri Yatish Chandra Subedar, BTech in Mechanical Engineering, in absentia. Director Gold Medal. The prestigious award is given to the most outstanding students in terms of general proficiency, academic performance, curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, social service and others. The Director's Gold Medal for the batch 2018 to 2022 goes to Mr. Rishit Nilesh Sayya, BTech in Computer Science and Engineering, in absentia. The award for silver medals by Honorable Sri Prahlad Joshi ji will now commence. I request Prahlad Joshi sir kindly step forward. Institute silver medal. Institute silver medal. This medal is awarded to the most outstanding of all the students who have completed the academic requirements of the award of BTech degree in a particular branch. The Institute silver medal in Computer Science and Engineering for the batch 2018 to 2022 goes to Mr. Ashish Kupsad. The Institute Silver Medal in Electrical Engineering for the batch 2018 to 2022 goes to Mr. Karan Yogesh Anvekar. The Institute Silver Medal in Mechanical Engineering for the batch 2018 to 2022 goes to Mr. Muhammad Zaid Patan. The distribution of cash awards will now commence. Om Prakash Goyal and Sevati Devi Goyal Award for the most outstanding girl student who has been completed the requirements for the award of degree of Bachelor of Technology. I will request Dr. Radhakrishnan sir will kindly issue the award. The cash award for the batch 2018 to 22 goes to Ms. Gandra Joshita, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I request the respected chairperson of our institute's Board of Governors to kindly deliver his speech and introduce Dr. K. Radhakrishnan and invite him to deliver his speech.
Good morning, everybody, once again. And it is indeed a very proud moment for us that this is a historic day for IIT Dharwad. Not just for IIT Dharwad, but for the town of Dharwad, Dharwad Hubli, for the state of Karnataka, and for India as the first physical convocation of one of the newest IITs that has been built in this country. So my congratulations to all of you and a warm welcome to these procedures. It is indeed a great pleasure. When I heard the inspiring speech of Prahlad Joshi ji, I was wanting to become a student again. Sir, I had personally followed your dictum, left our jobs and started a business after 4 years. So I have practiced what you have preached. But therefore it resounded so much that I think many of you should take inspiration from his life, his work, and the message that he has just given you, that many of us in India move from becoming job seekers to job providers. I'm also extremely proud to have him in our midst because I can understand he understated the work that he had done to get the location in Dharwad. From the time the Prime Minister announced that Karnataka did not have an IIT and Karnataka state will get an IIT, to have it located in Dharwad, I think he understated before all of you the amount of backroom work he had to do to battle other towns and cities that were almost equal claimants to having hosted an IIT. So, sir, thank you. We are in IIT Dharwad today and an IIT in Karnataka because of you. So, thank you very much. And it is with his support and guidance, you know, it is not easy in this country to build a new campus. Professor Nagesh is here, who is the head of infrastructure, who is sitting right here. He will tell you from land acquisition to boundary wall to electricity, water, remover of transfer, the n number of problems when you build a campus, which you will see soon, that is before us, over some 500 acres, one of matching the area of IIT Bombay or IIT Chennai, how difficult it is, and without Prahladji's blessings across various administrative bottlenecks and roadblocks, I do not think IIT Dharwad would have been able to deliver a campus which we are very proud of. Within COVID period, unlike many other constructions happening in the country, on time and on cost. And we are now looking forward to Prahlad Joshi ji's endeavors to get our Prime Minister to soon engage with us for a potential inauguration. Sir, you announce it. I am nobody to announce it. I give you the floor once again, sir. I think we are looking forward now to the very exciting opportunity of the Prime Minister, Shri Modi ji himself coming to IIT Dharwad campus to inaugurate the new campus, and Prahlad Joshi ji is leading that charge. So we will all meet again. We will all meet again. all of you, Professor Seshu has said, although you're transiting from being student to alumnus today, this will remain home for you. So come for the inauguration, right? It will be memorable, and come with your families. We are also extremely proud to have in our midst today Dr. Radhakrishnan. In his life and journey from a young student engineer in Kerala to what he has achieved in life, he has put India on Mars. And he is in our midst today. I will share with you as I introduce you to him about his amazing career, and he should be an inspiration. And as Prahlad Joshi said, it is not only an Ambani, not only a Narayan Murthy that is sitting in your midst today, but also a Prahlad Joshi. Many of you will enter public service and public life, and also a Dr. Radhakrishnan. These are living inspirations and symbols for you to plan your own life journey, to say that it is within the art of the possible, it is doable. I know that I'm standing between you, and all of us are waiting to hear Dr. Radhakrishnan and his amazing story and his convocation speech today. A few quick points on IIT Dharwad, because across these very difficult pandemic years, the colleagues you see sitting here, and I don't want to take all the names, under Professor Seshu's leadership, we have had some tough times in COVID. However, since 2016, the institute has made rapid progress and has managed many administrative challenges in the COVID period. You know, how to get a sense of belonging to people who are far away in remote towns, studying IIT Dharwad courses online without coming to campus, occasions to bring them to campus, to bonding, to give every BTech student who's passing out today, all of you in the middle of COVID have had a chance of campus life, right? Yes or no? Right, many other institutes have not been able to deliver it, but I think Professor Seshu has delivered in his own way through different batches. In the middle of all those constraints and restricting the COVID outbreak, you have heard of COVID outbreaks on many educational campuses in India of very severe proportions. Did you hear it in IIT Dharwad? No. We managed very well. We managed academics. We managed to get many of you time to have time on campus. All this was done during COVID by Professor Seshu and the team here. And I think as the chairman of the Board of Governors, I felt personally very happy and proud. So thank you very much. All of you. As I just mentioned, the construction of the permanent campus is near completion. It will be one of the landmark campuses of IITs or any other educational institutions in your own neighborhood, and we should all feel proud of it. Since the last convocation, we have made rapid progress, and I don't want to repeat it because Professor Seshu has already mentioned the centers of excellence and what we are doing. I specifically want, while he has mentioned in detail about the Center of Excellence in Affordable Energy, I want to specifically mention, with Dr. Radhakrishnan's presence today, the Center of Excellence in the Space Data Science Lab. All of us at the institute, at the governing body level, are watching the interest of the young people into moving away from traditional courses of civil mechanical engineering. They are the bedrock, they are the foundation of engineering in any case. But it is now moving to machine learning, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and space applications. Many other such innovative BTech and other programs are coming, and I'm sure Dr. Radhakrishnan and others know more about the subject than I do. But it is interesting that a space lab has been set up, and the lab was inaugurated by the current chairman of ISRO, Shri Somnath Ji, and this will enable a new generation of students to get associated with exciting developments in space technologies, from drones and satellite communication to space exploration, right up to Mars, sir. Within all of this, we are also carrying out our academic social responsibility. My congratulations to the faculty champions led by the Dean R&D, Mr. Professor Prasanna. Excellent work on compliments. Our efforts to bring changes to academics as per the aspirations of the National Education Policy, NEP, you know that it's a completely new orientation to education in this country, has resulted in, as I just mentioned, forward-looking BTech curriculum. Also, the flexibility that IIT Dharwad Senate and the faculty have given you to create multidisciplinary courses. New BS and MS programs in interdisciplinary sciences have been added in the undergraduate programs, and the various other new programs like the executive MTech program. With all this, IIT Dharwad is making efforts on all fronts to become a premier institution. I think all of us have had some very interesting conversations, challenging the director, including members of the Board of Governors. We equally have that challenge, the faculty, to say, we want, with the new campus and with the quality of the people sitting here, with due respect to our friends from IIT Bombay, who are our mother institution, with due respect, we are looking forward to how quickly IIT Dharwad can become the #1 IIT in this country, period. We hope we will have you at future convocations and remind you with the speed with which we are catching up. And I think Professor Seshu has set the foundations for that ambition, and believe me, with all of us, we have, Prahlad ji has said, he was quoting Swami Vivekananda, if you have the desire and do the duty, you will achieve. And I think today you hear that the #1 IIT is IIT Chennai or IIT Kanpur or IIT Delhi or Bombay in this discipline or that. Very clearly, we in the Board of Governors have a responsibility, this faculty, that in a few years' time, let us be practical, we have to aspire. Prahlad Joshi ji, you please hold us accountable. Huh? आप हर साल आइए और हमको पूछिए कि इस यात्रा में आप कहां तक पहुंचे, ये पूछते रहिए और डंडा मारते रहिए. We would want IIT Dharwad to be the #1 IIT in the country. Period. Small ambition, Radhakrishnan ji, compared to putting India on Mars. इतना तो हम कर सकते हैं ना, #1 IIT तो बन सकते हैं. So, and with this new education policy, fundamentally, as you would see, that IIT Dharwad aspires through its various connectivities, outreach to the villages around, affordable energy, space lab. We want IIT to become what Modi ji has said, not just Indian Institute of Technology, but Indian Institute of Transformation, which is what you were all referring to. As Prahlad ji has already told you, while you are a graduating batch, and Professor Seshu has reminded you, please continue to keep your connect with the institute. The reason institutes like Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford, the reason they do so well is because the alumni not just contribute with money. Money can come from different sources. They contribute by keeping the relationship strong in terms of visiting the campus, doing programs together, often coming back as faculty. So my humble request to the graduating batch, adding the request of my seniors, is please maintain your connect and do please come for the inauguration of the new campus. With this, I just, in a sense, are the few remarks that I wanted to make, and it is my pleasure now to actually introduce someone I personally admire very greatly, and by the time I finish the introduction, so will you. I can assure you that. Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, former chairman of the Space Commission, secretary of the Department of Space, and chairman of ISRO, is an astute institution builder with a strategic vision, an able and diligent administrator, a dynamic and result-oriented manager, and an inspiring leader credited with nurturing leadership in the younger generation. He's like you. Many, many years ago, I am sure Dr. Radhakrishnan was sitting in some hall. Which college, sir? Which university? Where you did your? Government Engineering College, Trichur in Kerala, where he got his electrical engineering degree in 1970. What did he do after that? He certainly didn't join Microsoft or Google. There's nothing wrong in that. I mean, it's very good to do that. He then went on for a postgraduate at IIM Bangalore, 1976, and then went on to do his PhD from IIT Kharagpur. After that, in a distinguished public service career, largely in the science and technology space, in a career of 51 years in space engineering, space applications management, and space program and governance of higher technology institutions. He is known for his strong and successful leadership of ISRO to execute 37 space missions during 2009 and 14. सर, हमारे एक फ्लाइट पकड़ने थे तो बहुत टेंशन और परेशानी आती है कि कहाँ लगेज, कहाँ बोर्डिंग पास, टाइम पर, नॉट टाइम पर, कहाँ. आपने 37 space missions किया 5 साल में. That shows the scale at which you are operating, your mind is thinking. In his time was India's first planetary exploration, the Mars orbiter, Mangalan. Thanks. Just getting a little bit. That is, India made history. I have to share a small secret. Before we came to this hall in this lovely formation that you saw us, we were chatting in the director's room. And a few of us asked Dr. Radhakrishnan, when you were sitting next to the Prime Minister and the satellite or the rocket was supposed to take off, what was the state of your mind? How stressed, how tense were you? कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can fail on blast off, it can fail in orbit. The reply he gave us has been this morning. What I heard from him will see me through the rest of my life. A certain philosophical anchorage, which I cannot tell you, better he tell you. I think you should, sir. Whether it is in your speech or not, I don't know. But I think at the request of the audience and what I heard this morning, I think you should speak to the audience. It touches people's heart to the core. What was the state of your mind when sitting with the Prime Minister next to you, you had to press the button to send that up? What would have happened? And what was, please speak to the audience. I think they will cherish and value it for the rest of their lives. Prior to taking over as India's space program, he has been the director of ISRO's Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, the launch vehicle development at ISRO, etc., etc., etc. बहुत लंबा list है, sir. But I am touching only the crucial parts. Dr. Radhakrishnan was bestowed with the Padma Bhushan by Government of India in 2014. I have 3 paragraphs in my prepared speech of the various awards and recognition he had got. I am not going to stand between you and his speech. Google and you will find out. You don't have me to read it. His biography, My Odyssey, Memoirs of the Man Behind the Mangalyaan Mission. After you've heard his speech today, please go and order on Amazon and read it yourself. Itna to karo after hearing him. That his book is published, and now a 45-minute movie in Sanskrit is also coming out. Already launched in Tamil Nadu, but not on OTT platform yet, no? But will soon come, please watch it. 45-minute on his life and the space mission in Sanskrit. Interesting things are happening. Currently, Dr. Radhakrishnan is a member of the Space Commission, member of the National Security Advisory Board. You can sleep peacefully at night. Nobody's going to attack you. Chairperson of the Board of Governors of IIT Kanpur, which we will soon, as we have pledged, sir, seek to overtake. IIT Ropar, ठीक है, but हम तो आगे चलेंगे. Chairman of the Standing Committee of all the IIT councils, and so he will also remember our pledge today. Done. That's a good suggestion. And chairman of the Oversight Committee of Science and Engineering Research Board. So he is for an India that is becoming, as Prahlad ji has said, from 5th we will soon become 4th and 3rd. We know how the other nations are doing, right? India is being built by a new quality of political and state leadership and statesman-like bureaucrats. They are both sitting in front of you today, representing this new class of dynamic, ambitious political leaders and administrators who are visionary performers. You've got 2 examples sitting before you. That should be an inspiration to you. And with that, I invite Dr. Radhakrishnan.
Good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Union Minister Shri Prahlad Venkatesh Joshi ji, admirable Chairperson of the BOG Shri Vinayak Chatterjee, distinguished Director Professor Sheshu, eminent members of the board, erudite deans, heads, senators, especially those who have come from your mentor institute, IIT Bombay, resourceful registrar, non-academic staff, and the heroes, heroines of the day, beloved graduating students, their proud parents, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm singularly privileged because this is a historical moment for this institute. Beside them, thousands of parents were sitting. The first part of the convocation was, all the students rise, turn back, and bow to your parents. That was a great lesson told to everybody by the institute. And I'm sure this has been told to you today. And now you bow to your teachers. They have made you what you are today. They have taught you not only something to learn, but they have taught you how to learn in life. This was told to me by my beloved mentor when I was in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. I thought, I have finished my engineering, I finished my MBA from IIMB, and I know several things. But then he told me, they have only taught you how to learn. The learning process starts now. And that is a never-ending process. It's a lifelong learning. So every day you just introspect, what did I learn today? In our generation, the generation of some of us here, that pace at which the technology was changing was very slow. We could wait for 5 years to refresh ourselves. But today, every 6 months, if you don't refresh, you become obsolete. That's how the world is changing today. So this is something which you have to keep in mind. I also want to admire again Professor Sheshu, Dr. Vinayak, and all these veterans for bringing this institute to this status, being part of the standing committee of the IIT Council. I have a general idea of what is going on in the 23 IITs. And let me tell you, sir, this is one of the best in the 6 IITs which came in the 3rd generation. And you also have an advantage here of a confluence of Hubli, which is supposed to be having the commercial, the business, the industrial climate, and Dharwad, which has got the academic and cultural milieu. That is the confluence which you have got. So think, what did I earn in this place, either in art, culture, commercial, or industrial activity? What lesson I learned? But I'll tell you, you have learned an important lesson. Being the early students of this campus, one is the responsibility that you are the brand ambassadors for IIT Dharwad. The brand IIT is in your hands. Don't forget that. If you do well in your institutions in India and abroad, your posterity will benefit. This is something which is quite important. The next part of it is, knowingly or unknowingly, you have seen a campus being developed. And this is what I learned from IIM Bangalore, being a student of the first batch. All the agonies, all the pangs of creating an institute from nothing in a hired campus with a hired faculty, they have gone up to this level. And many of you, when you become the startup entrepreneurs, this is what is the lesson that you will learn from a new institute, which is very precious. Your successors will not get that benefit. They will have a beautiful campus to live in there. So please think of that option. You also have seen how they have managed a COVID, an unforeseen situation. And unforeseen situations will happen every time in your life, personal, professional. Learn how to handle those things. But one important thing is there, failure. You have to embrace adversities in your life. Don't take a path which will put you in the comfort zone. And if you can overcome all the difficulties and take that challenge, you are surely going to go up. And when you fail, you learn from the failure, you raise your inner strength, and then you will be ready to face larger problems and achieve bigger things. I will come to it after some time. Now we are celebrating the 75th year of independence. And today, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, India has a vision for 2047, the 100th year. What India is going to be in 2047 is your hands. And the bedrock of that movement is people like you. The demographic dividend, we call it, which is in abundance in India. The fertile minds, the inventive minds, that is what is going to make a difference for the future. Some of us may be there to observe that at that point of time. And this is the responsibility that is on you. Serve the country and use all your brains to create intellectual property for India and help India to get into that 10 trillion economy to be number 2 or number 3 in the world in the coming years. This is a big job. I said technology is advancing exponentially. But when you develop technology, don't forget about the people, the society for whom you are doing this technology. And what you have seen in getting into that historic village and making it into a model for clean energy is that is the difference that this IIT has shown in front of you. Try to emulate that part of it. Technology for the people. And the national education policy has brought a new dimension, a new paradigm in education. Critical thinking is important. Holistic education is important. Multidisciplinary education is important. And they have to be part and parcel of a new India. And you are creating global citizens. And this is what we are now aiming at. After 34 years, we have a policy today. And you are going to be beneficiaries of that policy. And then this IIT has also done several such things. So we talk about interdisciplinary activity for sustainable development. In fact, if this IIT has to be today branded with one USP, I would say it is interdisciplinary education for sustainable development goals, SDGs, which makes it different. And I am told the new design of the building is also promoting that interdisciplinary thinking rather than the departments getting into their own silos. So here, 1 + 1 becomes 11. And that's what Professor Sheshu and the Institute management has created. I should talk a little bit about my life in space. It's almost 51 years. One thing which I learned from India's space organization is the power of team excellence. In ISRO, when there is a launch, a rocket is to be built and launched, a few thousands of people will be working for a couple of years behind it to realize that launch vehicle. At the time of launching, you would have seen on the TV, a few hundred people will be working behind it with one mind, one devotion that the mission should be successful. Not what I will get out of it, but it is a nation's fame. They are working for that goal, team excellence. The second one is failure is part and parcel of rocket science, because we are going through an uncharted water, uncharted environment, and then we have to realize that anything can fail because it's a large, complex system. The point is how to learn from the failures, how to learn from even successes. That is essential for this purpose. Let me just tell you an example. I became chairman in 2009, November. There was a GSLV with a checkered past, many failures, some successes, with a cryogenic engine to be flown on that, which was the effort of about 18 years by a few hundred engineers and scientists and people behind it. Testing that was my job in the first few months. It failed. That year again, we had another GSLV by December 2010 with a Russian cryogenic stage. That also failed. Even while it started its journey, we found there is a serious problem and we gave the command to destroy it. So some people put it as a mid-air explosion. No, it was a planned destruction of the vehicle because it was going off course. Second one. We worked for another 3 years and found out all the problems, issues, etc., etc. We came back to the launch pad again in August 2013. We were ready for the launch. 1.5 hours before the liftoff, we found almost 1 ton of the fuel had leaked out. That vehicle, which had almost 300 plus tons of propellants loaded, with all the ignition mechanisms all in place, energized, you are having a leak. And we had to handle that situation. We did that. And in another 2 weeks, we brought that vehicle back to the assembly hall and we did the repair. And January 2014, on 5th of January, we were again sitting there for launching. What she asked me was, what was the state of your mind at that time? The whole organization is there. The whole country is looking at it. And you are accountable for it. A similar situation comes when the Mars mission was ready to take off on a PSLV with a long journey of 45 minutes to start that first orbit. And then on that day, when Honorable Prime Minister and the whole world, they were watching, we were getting into the orbit of Mars. What was that feeling? Before, after. That is where we look into Bhagavad Gita. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Your job is to do that. Don't worry about whether I will get a promotion or I will get an award once this is successful. If that is the preoccupation of your mind, you won't look at the right things. It is like a doctor doing a surgery on a patient. Focus on that task at that point of time. Live in the present and see what is the state of that vehicle and be ready to take a decision, whether it is a success, whether it is a failure, or whether it is a fatal accident, how you get into the next step. Taking the responsibility for the failure, if it happens, sharing the success with the colleagues who have done it, and answering to this country, being accountable in a transparent way and telling the truth to the country because it's their money, their aspirations for which you are working. If we have this attitude and your mind with you at that point of time, then we can face it. And this is what is required. In every one of us, there is a Dhanurdhari Arjuna. There is also a Krishna. If you look at the last portion of Bhagavad Gita, that tells us, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayor, all this will happen actually. So evolve as a Dhanurdhari and develop all capabilities, skills, everything that we can get, updating yourself. And also evoke that power and have the mind in your control and put them together and have this mind check your activity. And then there is nothing that you can achieve. And let me also close this with the words from Swami Vivekananda. And just one more thing. Keep learning, widen your horizon, and in your domain and domains which are connected with that. That is where the interdisciplinary learning will help you. Knowing is important, but how do you translate that knowledge into action, which requires people, which requires team, which requires organizations to support you, which requires people with resources supporting you. And finally, what you are, being what you are, the courage, the conscience, the integrity, honesty, all these things will make a difference at the end of it. And what Swami Vivekananda told, mind you, this is life's experience. If you really want the good of others, the whole universe may stand against you and still cannot hurt you. It must crumble before the power of Lord Himself in you, if you are sincere and really unselfish. That's the lesson with which I will conclude. Let me wish all of you the best, and let me also wish this institute the very best and the great targets that your chairman has announced today. I wish that will happen, at least in a few disciplines, in a few domains. If you can be the number one soon, that's a good target to keep. So IIT Dharwad should be known for X. That is in your hands and in their hands. Wish you all the best. Good luck.
Thank you, sir, for your address. The conferment of PhD degree will now commence.
Sir, I present to you Mr. Sauradeep Chattopadhyay in absentia, who has completed the prescribed course of study and has been found fit for the award of the said degree, and pray that he be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairperson Senate, I admit you to the award of the said degree of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
The conferment of MS degree will now commence. The recipient of the degree of Master of Science by Research may please rise.
Sir, I present to you the candidates, including those in absentia, who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been found fit for the award of the said degree, and pray that they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairperson Senate, I admit you to the award of the said degree of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
All candidates may please be seated. All MS graduates are requested to collect their degree certificate as their names are called.
Shivali K.M. Akshay Uday Shivsat. Sawan Singh Mahara. Ravi Kumar Patel. Akshay Ashok Jagajampi.
The conferment of BTech degrees will now commence. the recipients of degree of Bachelor of Technology may please rise.
Sir, I present to you the candidates, including those in absentia, who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been found fit for the award of the said degree and pray that they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairperson Senate, I admit you to the award of the said degree of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
All candidates may please be seated. All BTech graduates are requested to collect their degree certificates as their names are called.
The graduates of the Bachelor in Computer Science and Engineering program are as follows. Ashish Kupsad. Abhinav Pratap Singh. Abhishek Raj. Adapalli Mohan Chandrakant. Aditya Raj. Anubola Sai Abhinay. Bhagavathula Aditya Subramanyam. Bharadwaj Akhilesh Kamlesh. Brahmadevara Sai Yashwant. Shilaka Avinash. Dhadhania Jhanvi Kumari. Dhadhania Rutik Rajesh Bhai. Dasture Amog Ajay Kumar. Ghadge Shriram Devidas. Gunla Shrikar. Harsh Raj. Hemant Surya S. Karan Sharma. Karlapati Shri Ramu. Raghavi Reddy. NCK Hemant Reddy. Paritosh Jitendra Gavali. Pokuri Shri Priya. Purnima Priyadarshini. Ritvik Singh. Rupesh Bhushan Kalantre. Savsavia Brinal Suresh Bhai. Shagun Bera. Shivam Chaturvedi. Shrishti Suman. Surepalli Suraj Mukund. Vaditya Uday Kiran. Vibhuti Raman. Vipul Yuvraj Nikham. Gandra Joshita. Parth Chaturvedi. Aman Singhal. Utkarsh Prakash. Putla Nitish. Vaikuntham Tejasvi. Ankam Reddy Rahul Kumar.
The graduates of the Bachelor in Electrical Engineering program are as follows. Karan Yogesh Anvekar. Abbaraju Shashank. Amitabh Swain. Biju Amruta Dattan. Chitturi Anvesh. Dhruv Ritesh Jain. Durga Nagasai Rahul M. Iga Sai Priya. Harsh V. Iyer. Hava Singh. Jetti Rakesh Aditya. Katta Rachna Sahitya. Katukam Shrikar Patel. Kimidi Sai Rahul Naidu. Kodavati Hemant. Kumara Srividya. Mittinti Balu Mahesh. Muhammad Sadiq Beg. Mohit Jorwal. Mrinal Rana. Nadipalli Keshav Sai Praneeth. Nishant Kumar. Prerit Padi. Raushan Kumar. Sabavat Manohar. Sameer Dohadwala. Shri Varsha Pendem. S.U. Swagat. Tummala Divisha Lakshmi. Vaishnavi Sameer Patil. Vemuganti Ananta Sai Fanindra. Abhay Bagel. Rishabh Tripathi. Rushikesh Dikshit. Yogesh Dhyani.
The graduates of the Bachelor in Mechanical Engineering program are as follows. Mohammad Zahid Pathan. Akhil Manoj. Arjun R. Unitan. Atota Abhinaya. Bhavya Krishna. Baireddy Pranit Kumar Reddy. Chandan Singh Solanki. Dadi Swami Vinay. Deepak Kumar Gaund. Gaurav Praveen Kumbotskar. Jetti Venkatramana Ramya. Kavaturu Venkata Sai Sanat Narayan. Kosaraju Himaja. Krishna Sai Sudhir Aripirala. Nakina Veera Venkata Sai Rama Teja. Narayanan Nambotri NP. Nikhil Singh Negi. Patel Meet Hemant Bhai. Prince Goyal. Ravi Kiran. Sarat Lal TK. Siddharth Adappa. Tugaonkar Akhilesh Govind. Vantakula Durga Anusha. Arugoli Subhash. Thank you.
The silver medalist of Computer Science Department will now administer the pledge. All the degree recipients are requested to stand and take the pledge.
We, the graduates of the Indian Institute of Technology, Dharwad, do hereby pledge that we shall always endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties as a professional. We shall always endeavor to utilize our knowledge for the service of our country, for the public good, and to enhance the prestige of our institute. In all circumstances, we shall strive to uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of the profession.
Everyone may please be seated. I request the respected chairperson of our institute's board of governors to declare the convocation closed.
Thank you, everybody. And with this, I declare the third convocation of IIT Dharwad closed. Thank you.
I request everyone to kindly stand up for national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव
शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
भारत माता की
All are requested to remain standing till the academic procession led by the assistant registrar leaves the auditorium. Thank you all.